Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really digging into consumer rights.
Yeah, what happens when things go wrong, right? When you buy something and it's just not right.
Exactly. We want to cut through the confusion and talk about what you can actually do if you feel a business isn't playing fair.
It's about empowering people, giving them the tools.
That's the mission. So you leave feeling like, okay, I know the steps, I know how to protect myself.
So let's start with the basics. What even is a consumer rights violation?
Good question.
Well, basically, it's when a business breaks the law or, misleads you.
Like false advertising, saying a product does something it totally doesn't.
Exactly that. Or overcharging you, selling you something defective right out of the box. Or even sneaking illegal terms into a contract you sign. Those are all red flags.
Okay, so say that happens. You realize you've been maybe overcharged or the thing you bought is faulty. What's step one? Like immediate
Evidence. First and foremost, evidence. You need to document everything. Build that paper trail. So keep your receipts, obviously.
Right.
Save any emails you exchanged with the company. Take screenshots maybe of the misleading ad or website description.
Screenshots, good one.
And hang on to any contracts warranties.
Yeah.
This stuff is your proof. It shows what happened and maybe the harm it caused. Like if a faulty product made you pay for repairs, keep those bills too.
Quantifiable proof. Got it. So you've got your evidence folder building up. What's the very next action?
Go straight to the source, file a formal complaint directly with the company involved.
Okay. Talk to them first.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how often this works. A lot of businesses, they actually want to fix problems quickly.
Keep the customer happy. Avoid bad publicity.
Precisely. It's often the fastest route to getting maybe a refund or replacement or whatever feels fair.
But what if they, stonewall you or they offer something totally unreasonable? It doesn't always work out smoothly, right?
No, it doesn't. And if that happens, you don't just stop there. That's when you escalate.
Escalate where?
You've got options. You can file complaints with your local or state consumer protection agency. They often mediate disputes.
Okay, like a neutral third party.
Sort of, yeah. Then there's the Better Business Bureau, the BBB. Filing a complaint there can sometimes prompt a response.
I've heard of people using the BBB.
And for more serious stuff, especially things affecting lots of people or involving, say, major deception, you can report it to the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC.
Right. The FTC deals with the bigger picture issues.
Exactly. They look for patterns of bad practice.
Now let's talk about getting compensation, like actual money back for the damages or hassle. What about court?
Yeah, that's definitely an avenue. Small claims court is designed for situations like this.
Small claims.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Well, it varies a bit state by state, but generally it's a simpler court process for disputes under a certain dollar amount.
And you don't always need a lawyer.
Often, no. It's designed so individuals can represent themselves and sue for damages. It's a direct way to try and recover your losses.
Okay, that's good to know. What if it's not just you? Like a widespread problem, a faulty car part affecting thousands, or a big data breach?
That's where class action lawsuits come into play.
Right, I've seen those notices sometimes.
Yeah. So if a whole bunch of people have been harmed in the same way by the same company action or inaction, they can band together. One or a few people represent the entire group, the class, in a lawsuit.
And if they win?
Then the settlement or judgment can provide compensation to potentially everyone who is part of that affected class. It's a way to hold companies accountable for large-scale harm.
Makes sense. When does it become really necessary to actually hire a lawyer for these kinds of things, beyond maybe small claims?
Well, for more complicated cases, certainly. If the financial stakes are high or if you're dealing with complex contract law, or definitely for initiating or navigating a class action.
Right.
Getting a consumer rights lawyer is often a very good idea. They know the system.
But lawyers can be expensive.
True. But here's a key thing. Many consumer rights lawyers work on contingency.
Meaning?
Meaning they only get paid if you win your case. They take a percentage of the settlement or award. If you don't win, you don't owe them attorney fees.
Oh, wow. Okay. That makes legal help much more accessible for people.
It really does. It levels the playing field a bit.
So wrapping this all up, if there's one core message someone should take away from our chat today, what is it?
It's simple, really. Don't stay silent.
Speak up.
Yeah. If you genuinely believe your rights as a consumer have been violated, take action. Document it. Complain. Escalate if you need to.
Why is that so important?
Because if consumers don't speak up, companies might just continue harmful or unfair practices. Your action doesn't just potentially help you. It contributes to making the whole marketplace fairer for everyone. It holds businesses accountable.
That's a powerful point. So the key takeaway for everyone listening is you do have rights, and there are clear paths to follow when you think they've been ignored or violated.
Absolutely. Know your rights, know the steps.
Maybe think about a time you felt you got a raw deal as a consumer. Knowing what we've talked about today, how might you handle that differently next time? Something to reflect on. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Glad to be here.
Your willingness to learn this stuff really does empower you.
If this podcast helped you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps us keep making these videos. Thanks for watching.